Well, hello and welcome to the 2022 National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. Thank you for joining us for one of the biggest and best street parades in the world, right here in the heart of Adelaide, South Australia.
And Kate, it's a big one today. We celebrate 90 years of this iconic event back on the streets of Adelaide, where it all began in 1933. The crowd's building with more than 300,000 people joining us here in Adelaide, with even more of you joining us home on 9 and 9 now across the country.
It is an absolute pleasure to be your host today. I'm Kate Collins.
And I'm Brenton Raglis, and we're here to bring you all the colour and magic. Plus, we're going to show you some parts of the pageant you may never have seen before.
It has been months in the planning, and today we'll see more than 127 moving sets, more than 1,200 clowns, elves and characters, and of course, Father Christmas.
Yes, I can't wait. And there's some special treats in store. We'll save those for you later. But for now, it's time to cross to South Terrace to find out what Tom Wren's up to.
Yeehaw! Well, I'm just watering my lawn, but to be honest, I think there's enough water around. If you haven't worked it out, I'm Cowboy Tom, and I'm going to be boot scooting my way down South Terrace and all around the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. I'm going to be joined by 1,000 clowns and elves, and this morning I'm going to get you to meet all of the wild and wonderful characters that are around. Plus, I'll tell you how you can be involved in the pageant next year, and we'll reveal details of an exciting competition. South Terrace just comes alive early on pageant morning. People set up from the crack of dawn. Even the night before, I was lucky enough to have a bit of a dance when I got here. Then come the floats, then the volunteers, and then the participants. They all start to arrive. Well, we know the weather isn't perfect today, but I have found Amanda, who is magnificently and suitably dressed for the occasion. Amanda, what are you today?
Well, I'm a firefighter.
Fantastic. So you're ready to put out any fires if there are some?
Ready to go.
And Father Christmas is giving you a helping hand?
He is. We've asked him to give us some rain so that we can help put out extra fires today.
And you've got your bucket ready to go as
I
well?
have my bucket ready to go.
Yeah! Whoa!
Hey,
What are you doing here?
I'm on Look What Toad Got for Christmas, and I'm here to keep Toad under control as one of the townsfolk.
Oh, I love it. You're keeping everyone under control. How did you get involved this year?
Involved through National Pharmacies. I've got a cousin who's a pharmacist with National Pharmacies, and we've got a whole heap of family here to take part in the family fun Christmas pageant.
You're doing a fantastic job, Brian. Thanks so much. Keep doing your thing.
No worries, mate. Leave it along.
Well, we know Santa has a very important job to do, but he can't do it without his trusty reindeer, and that's where I found a couple of them. Now, you are reindeer, aren't you?
No, we're not reindeers.
What? What are you?
We cockroaches.
Cockroaches?
Cockroaches. They're happiest cockroaches in the Southern Hemisphere, actually.
We are.
And there's
We're
a bit
so
of a story.
Yes.
We got nominated to be cockroaches last year, and everybody's going, bah humbug, you poor things. But we were so excited because we are nearly 70, and that was our first time ever in the pageant. So this year, we applied again to be cockroaches, and they granted our wish.
Well, I tell you what,
I
you're
know,
the
yeah,
best
so we just so-
pair of cockroaches I've ever seen.
Thank you. I know, that's what we thought.
Happiest cockroaches.
I know. So this is living the life.
Exciting.
There is so much action inside here at the moment. Everyone is getting ready, and National Pharmacies staff and members have the opportunity to be a part of the pageant each year, which means you at home can be a part of this magical day. And to talk more about that, I'm joined by the National Pharmacies CEO, Vito, who's been good enough to join me. Really good.
Yep.
Tell us, how do members become a part of the pageant?
Well, members can become part of the pageant by applying online, and we normally do that in June each year, and our members love being part of the pageant.
How do you become a member?
Well, you can become a member by applying in-store or online, and if you want pageant updates, just register to the Christmas pageant page.
Sounds nice and easy, and you have got some super exciting news as well.
We're very excited because we've extended our sponsorship for the next 10 years, so we're going to be part of this iconic event for another decade. Fantastic, well done. Now, just before you go, what's your favourite character in the pageant? It has to be Bruto.
What about the cowboy? Well, another fabulous sponsor of the pageant is Beaumont Tiles, and I'm joined by their National Marketing Manager, Hermine, who looks magnificent. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Pleasure.
Hermine, you've got details of a brilliant prize. You're going to help one very lucky family renovate their home.
We sure are. Look, Beaumont Tiles, we love the pageant and we love helping families renovate their home. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away a $10,000 renovation voucher that you can use for tiles, bathroom wear, hybrid flooring, whatever you want. Super simple. Jump on tile.com.au and enter to win. And have a great pageant.
Definitely do that, Hannam. I'm going to do that myself.
Awesome.
Get online, get creative, and enter right now. Well, the atmosphere is electric here on South Terrace. We are all ready to go. There's so much colour and excitement. And guys, can you hear sleigh bells in the distance? Yeah! Well, we're ready. We think Father Christmas is on his way. Kate and Brenton, tell us more, surely.
We are so excited. Thank you, Tom, and a huge thank you to all the volunteers participating in this year's pageant.
Yes, indeed. Well done. This year's pageant will travel just over 3 kilometres through the heart of the city. It starts on South Terrace and travels up King William Street to Victoria Square, Tartanyanga. Then it'll head east along Wakefield Street, north on Pulte, then a sharp left onto North Terrace, back to King William, before the finish here at the Adelaide Town Hall, where Father Christmas will kick off the festive season here in South Australia.
We will be with you the entire way, and joining us will be Hayley Pearson and Lauren de Cesare from Hello SA. What's happening where you guys are, Hayley?
Hey guys!
Good morning, everyone!
This is beautiful. I tell you what, the sun has just popped out and a little bit of rain has not stopped all of Adelaide being here this morning. It is so magical back on the streets.
It really is. We've got a couple of our nearest and dearest friends. Do you all want to say something to everyone back there?
Merry Christmas! This is so amazing. It's such a buzz being part of this. I'll tell you a fun fact that you might not know, Brenton and Kate, or you probably do know, but there's 120 local makeup artists that did all of the work today on the elves, the clowns. It took about 50 of them to do our makeup, didn't it?
It really did. It has been so electric. We're here in front of the town hall. It is buzzing. The kids are drawing on the street with their chalk. We can't wait to show you some of our favourite floats throughout the morning.
Happy 90th birthday to the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant, guys. Happy birthday!
The pageant is moments away from starting and the anticipation is building. We're across the road from the Adelaide Town Hall. The crowds are growing and you can see the excitement in the eyes of all the boys and girls eagerly awaiting the arrival of Father Christmas.
So to get the day started, it's time to get back to South Terrace for the Welcome to Country by Issac Hannam.
Nā Marni, nā Nori Issac Hannam, nā Tangi Wilta, Ghana, Naranjari Mio. Marta Changa, Ghana Miorna. Nai Wangandi, Marni na Putni. Nadlako, Yerta Anna, Marni Nadlo Tampanthi, Nadlo. Gana Yertanga Tikinthi, Na Chalia. Naninjari Paka Muthno, Kurong Orang and Mungali Nopan. Hi, my name's Isaac. I'm a proud Ghana and Naninjari man. I'd like to acknowledge my elders, the ones who empower me and encourage me to get up and continue ceremony within my community. I'd also like to acknowledge the ancestors, my ancestors, your ancestors. Invite them to be here today with us all to keep us safe during our travels on Kaurna country. On behalf of my people, the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains, I welcome you to Kaurna country. Ngā Chalia, thank you.
Well, thank you, Isaac. And each year, someone special is chosen to sing the national anthem. And this year, pageant director Brian Gilbertson has the honour. It's his 20th pageant, so a huge congratulations to Brian on this milestone.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Wonderful. Well done there, Brian. Congratulations once again on an incredible 20 years of directing the pageant. Joined there by a very special guest, James Morrison, and the band of the South Australian Police.
The blowing of the gold whistle is a tradition as old as the pageant itself, and this year will be blown by Pauline Carr, Chair of National Pharmacies Board, along with Richard Haywood, nephew of Bill Haywood, the man who started the pageant back in 1933.
3, 2, 1.
And there we have it. It's away. Fantastic to have the pageant finally back here on the streets of Adelaide, where it all began 90 years ago, 1933, and all the noise and the colour is all behind us. We are so excited. This event, of course, as you know, the last couple of years has been a restricted event at Adelaide Oval, limited capacity, but here we are on the streets of Adelaide, an open invitation.
Everyone is back, Brenton. Just look at that shot down King William Road. Just beautiful to see everybody sitting there behind the blue honour line. The beautiful police greys opening our 90th Christmas pageant. What a special moment.
And of course, this year it's a special anniversary for the blue honour line too, celebrating 65 years since that was introduced in 1958. We've got Senior Constable, First Class Chris Bullen there with Police Horse Vulcan. Sergeant Tim Stacey, Police Mayor Yass. Senior Constable, First Class Ryan Regano, Police Mayor Dakota. Valence there being ridden by First Class Renee Pack, Senior Constable. Well done.
And a big shout out to all the police that are keeping us safe at the 90th pageant this year. They're lining all of the route here to keep us all safe, and make sure your kids know where they are as well, just in case they happen to get separated today. They do a great job.
Yes. And we thank all the other police officers that have been involved since the early hours this morning, literally closing off all the streets and making sure we've got clear passage through the city. And again, you know, when you think the last time we were here at the Adelaide Town Hall, which was our first time here at the Town Hall, was 2019, Kate. What a thrill to have this open invitation for all South Australians to be back here. And welcome if you've joined us from interstate too. Great to have your company.
We are, of course, streaming on 9 Now as well. So if you are streaming anywhere around the country, thanks for joining us today for such a wonderful milestone. There you have it, 90 years of the pageant. What a wonderful South Australian event it is.
And of course, this year, very special, celebrating 90 years, James Morrison behind the float there for the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. He personally selected 90 musicians to join him here on the streets of Adelaide for this 90-piece band.
Hand-picked musicians, as you said, by James Morrison, and wonderful to have our bands back, Brenton, isn't it, as well? We've missed seeing them up close and personal at Adelaide Oval the last couple of years, but they're back on the streets with that beautiful sound, just really providing the soundtrack of the pageant.
I'm getting chills down my spine listening to these guys. This is incredible. And imagine the rehearsing going on to hear this.
And 90 years, Brenton, just think, those little children 90 years ago that went to their first pageant have grown up, brought their children, and now are probably here with their grandchildren. It's a wonderful family tradition, and just amazing to think that this event has been going for so long in South Australia.
Yeah, when you think about it, probably millions the world over, generations of people that have tuned in since 1933. And how cool was that? James Morrison there on the 90th anniversary float. And we've got the Parade of the Flags as well, with the South Australian Precision team ahead of the Christmas Star, the Australian Classical Youth Ballet. Of course, when we think about the very first star, the story of the first Christmas, that's why this pageant exists. With the Nativity, the very first Christmas. And our beautiful angels, 9 here, of course. This is our 19th year of broadcasting the pageant. This is a Channel 9 float. It's all the staff here.
We can see some very familiar faces there. And of course, Mother Mary there holding baby Jesus. And Joseph. Oh, beautiful.
What an honour that is.
Baby Jesus being very well behaved.
I reckon I saw 3 wise men there earlier. But knowing who they are within our staff ranks, they're more like the 3 wise guys. There's the band of the South Australia Police. And hats off to the band of the South Australia Police. These guys were seconded to do a lot of the pandemic duties during COVID, and they had a long-awaited return with the recent Royal Adelaide show, and what a thrill for them to be back here in the Christmas pageant in the 90th year. Huge tradition for them too. Formed in 1884.
And they are joined by the Enigma Drill Dance Team, based in Adelaide. Looking very festive with their tinsel.
I love this little 1909 Austin 7, in original condition no less. I think if you were to add one more balloon, I think it would take off into the skies.
Inside some of our clowns, some of our many clowns that we have here at the Christmas pageant.
And that is their original hair. Incredible.
All laughing and jumping and joking their way through the more than 3-kilometre pageant route on the streets of Adelaide.
Well, it's a long wait, but Christmas has finally arrived here with the Christmas pageant. A couple of years of restrictions and limited capacity at Adelaide Oval. And it was a twilight event, which was really special, but we're back here on the streets where it all began, and that's just so beautiful for everyone here, braving the weather too.
And we have the Kingsley vintage cars, a staple of the pageant each year. And inside these beautiful vintage cars this year, we have, in the red Dennis fire engine, Nicholas Santiago. Yellow Rover Roadster is Isla Lai. And in the blue Renault Saloon is Oscar Lai. Pretty good job for the pageant.
Are those cars getting smaller, or are the people getting bigger? And the Keystone Cops too, making sure there's law and order on the streets. I love these, the London buses. There's a couple of them. This is the first one with the Australian Classical Youth Ballet. Give them a wave, boys and girls.
Now,
welcome.
Brenton, this is a good spot to be, I think, undercover on the pageant this year, because if we do get any rain, which it is threatening to do, they'll be nice and dry. So a very good seat for this year's Christmas pageant.
Number 43 of the London Transport, an authentic 1946 London bus. And of course, as we know, the UK's been in the news a lot this year with the passing of the Queen, who holds a very special place to the people of South Australia. And I tell you what, this holds a very special place in my heart. The Pageant Express. It wouldn't be Christmas without a train.
Not in your household anyway, Brenton.
We've already put up our Christmas train set around the tree. In this case, delivering all the people to the Adelaide Town Hall, and what an honour it would be to be driving that train. Steamed up this morning nice and early, got the fire stoked. It's number 86, because that was the year it was, or the 86th pageant, the year that it was introduced to Adelaide. And I love this sound too, shaping our wonderful world with the SA Samba Dance Brazil and Multicultural SA, celebrating the wonderful communities here in South Australia.
So many wonderful cultures here in South Australia. Of course, this drill team is from Brazil, or Brazilian culture, with the samba. Such a fantastic sound.
My shoulders just started moving to this. I can't stop. Can't stop moving at this speed. It's amazing.
And so many wonderful cultures are represented on this beautiful float.
Yeah, 6 different communities this year: Ukraine, Afghan, Myanmar, Colombia, South Sudanese and Thai.
And here we have Toby Toy Truck, a big favourite since he was introduced to the pageant in 1998. Full of toys in his tip truck, ready to be delivered for Christmas. And a huge smile. Nothing's dampening Toby's spirits today.
I think those 2 kids have walked in through Toby's smile there. It's a huge smile. Super excited to be here.
Hands on the wheel. No falling asleep at the wheel.
No. As you do.
She's put her feet up.
Must be lunch break, is it?
Luckily Toby's still in control.
Oh, it's hard work, but Toby's enjoying it. I mean, those wheels are turning nice and fast. As you said, Kate, delivering all those toys to Christmas Eve. It's not far.
There'll be a few toy trucks, I'm sure, delivered this Christmas. I know my boys will be hopefully looking forward to a remote control one.
It's actually not that far away. 42 sleeps till Christmas. Now, this is really, really cool because Billy Bulldozer is actually one of the actual Christmas decorations that you're selling in National Pharmacies this year. So you can actually have your own Billy Bulldozer at home on your own Christmas tree.
That'd be fantastic. I think I'll be taking that one home.
It's amazing. Billy's loaded up too with lots of big presents there. In fact, you can just drop those right under the Christmas tree. Thank you, Billy Bulldozer.
And those two kids have a pretty good seat to this year's National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant.
Wearing a big hard helmet. Again, you'll be able to pick up your own Billy Bulldozer from any National Pharmacy store with a great Christmas decoration of your own. A Galaxy 2000, Kate.
These guys have travelled from outer space just to be here with us today, but they wouldn't miss the 90th National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant back on the streets of Adelaide. They are very happy to be our intergalactic visitors today.
It's out of this world, isn't it?
A few spacemen there looking a bit spacey. It's a tough job travelling so far.
And behind them, the 501st Legion, also from out of space. In fact, the Star Wars characters. In fact, is that Darth Vader behind there?
I think I can spy a few stormtroopers as well.
Luke, I am your Father Christmas. Oh, I know my boys love this one.
He may look very annoyed, but he is actually really happy to be with us, Nasty Neville. Every year, he's just keeping a really stern eye on the crowd, making sure everyone's doing the right thing and no one's stealing his loot.
Look at all that treasure. Where are they going to bury that, I wonder?
They might be eyeing off a spot under the big tree in Victoria Square, maybe.
The Scotch College Caledonian Corps and Highland dancers.
Lots of waves and smiles.
Kaurna Yituko Wornindo, or Ghana Country Christmas. It translates to Merry Christmas from Nuntu, the grey kangaroo from Ghana Country.
Now this float design reflects how we mirror natural movement in mechanical devices. Ghana woman Sheeran Rankin and pageant artist Kari Lindsay and the pageant team created this beautiful float.
There, of course, Issac, who gave us our welcome to country at the start of the pageant. A couple of zoo favourites joining us here. Escape the zoo for the day, Wang and Fooney.
Riding the crest of that wave and look, you know, normally it's pretty warm this time of year. We're all heading to the beach and we will be certainly doing that over the Christmas break. A little bit cool here today, but the rain is holding off and everyone's happy and smiling in the pageant this year.
Oh, this is one of our favourites too, introduced last year, Kate, summer holiday. Christmas in Australia, as we know, is a great time to get away off to the beach, up to the river.
And so many people caravanning these days, Brenton, as well. We know over the pandemic we started holidaying a lot more at home and a lot of people opting to take the caravan around our beautiful state and our beautiful country.
And why wouldn't you? Just such great easy access to some great holiday destinations around the state. And I love how it's driving on the map there, such detail on the float. It takes all year to put these floats together and honestly the passion that goes and the creativity that goes into them is amazing.
And Pulteney Grammar School has supported the pageant for many, many years, providing a place to start the pageant with its many participants, and they're supporting this float this year.
Of course, we all grew up with Possum Magic, one of Australia's favourite books based on Mem Fox's bestseller. Hush, Grandma Poss, and the beautiful illustrations by Julie Vivas.
Well, our next float is a brand new one, so let's cross to Lauren, who might want to get her feet wet, Lauren.
My God, Santa's
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, Santa's coming!
Brenton and
Oh my God, Santa's coming!
These naughty little elves, guys. Elves, you've got to keep running.
We've got Christmas by the pool, guys, but you know, all of our fondest memories of Christmas Day by the sprinkler, by the beach, this is by the pool. Now the lawn is real, the veggies are real, the water is even real. Kindly donated by SA Water, thanks guys. Look at this, this is an Aussie summer Christmas. Beep, beep, guys.
With the hills hoist even.
Oh, guys, I'm getting wet here. It really is real water. Oh my gosh, watch the blow dry.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a backyard Christmas without the cricket set after the Christmas lunch and the weather too. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
This is the wonderful Unleash concert band with Just for Fun dance company following closely behind. They are the current SA Marching Band champions, practicing very hard to be back on the streets of Adelaide for this year's Christmas pageant and doing a wonderful job.
And K2, when you consider that so many local community Christmas events like carols and parades have been cancelled the last couple of years due to the pandemic, this event not only kicks off Christmas in Adelaide, but it's going to see the long-awaited return of so many local fairs, fetes, carols and parades where a lot of these local bands will be performing, inspiring kids to get involved in their local school and community in their own Christmas celebrations.
Carrying on the beautiful music that we're hearing. These guys call themselves the Soft Toys, but I don't think there's anything really soft about this rock band.
And they're available for all the Christmas parties in town if you want to book a band for your next corporate Christmas gig.
And of course, great to have live music back in South Australia after, you know, the pandemic restrictions. So a lot of celebrating to be done this Christmas, and a lot of bands will be getting up there and providing the soundtrack for us to all enjoy the festive season.
It's too loud. Keep it down, please. Keep it down. It's too loud.
And Christmas party time. Look at all the animals having fun. More water, Brenton. I think the lion's got the right idea today. He's bought his umbrella.
Actually, you know what? I have to say we've been truly blessed with the weather so far. You know, there were storms overnight, there are storms on the radar, but here right now, a pause for the pageant as it goes through the streets here out the front of the Adelaide Town Hall. Yeah, you're right, that lion's got the right idea. From Monado Safari Park, a must-see when you next come to South Australia.
And Toy Town, Toy Tots, with the South Australian Precision team dancing their way through in the front there. They've been regulars in the pageant for many, many years.
Looking down King William Road here.
And these are the next generation of the SA Precision team, Brenton, and don't they do a fantastic job? And in the 90th year, we're talking all about generations that have enjoyed the pageant, and this is our youngest generation of dancers coming through. All the enthusiasm, all the colour, all the movement. And they've been dancing for around 3 kilometres, so what a wonderful job they're doing.
And Kate, treasured memories for anyone who's involved, or even watching the pageant for that matter as well, because we all remember our first pageant, but particularly for these who are involved in the pageant, you know, they'll live these beautiful memories for the rest of their lives. It is time for the first of our very special carol performances today, presented by Beaumont Tiles. Now, Beaumont's are proudly SA-based. They started here in South Australia, not far from where we are now, just around the corner in Grove Street.
Now, Peter Coombe is no stranger to Adelaide audiences. Please welcome him to sing his hit Christmas song, Happy Christmas to You.
Christmas morn, church bells ring. Happy Christmas, all the people stand and sing. Happy Christmas, me to you. Happy Christmas to you and to you and to you. Happy Christmas and to you and to you. Happy Christmas to you and to you and to you. Happy Christmas to you and to you and to you. Children laugh and children play. Happy Christmas from early morn to the end of the day. Happy Christmas, me to you. Happy Christmas.
Oh, thank you so much to Peter Coon. What an SA icon and so many memories of my childhood from that Christmas song, Brenton.
Oh yes, and not only have we grown up with the pageant, we've grown up with Peter Coon. And Beaumont Tiles are spreading the Christmas joy by giving away a huge $10,000 prize in Beaumont products like tiles, bathroom wear or hybrid flooring to use towards renovating either an outside area, main living space, bathroom or laundry. So just go to tile.com.au. You can enter to win a massive $10,000 for your renovation. We thank Beaumont Tiles for bringing Peter Coombe to us today.
And we love our Get Well Soon float, introduced in 2015. The royal family and other National Pharmacies characters will go to the Women's and Children's Hospital after the pageant to visit the kids who sadly couldn't be here on the streets of Adelaide today.
Izzy the Dinosaur! Very happy Izzy Dinosaur too. Very popular since his introduction last year in the pageant.
As the rain has just started to fall, Brenton, but it is not dampening the spirits. Everyone's got their umbrellas, their ponchos on, and they're happy to be here. Izzy doesn't look fussed at all, does she?
No, not at all. In fact, some beautiful children there sitting in the eggs. They seem quite cosy and comfortable there in the weather. And actually, Kate, look, the weather has never stopped the pageant before. It only stopped for the Second World War, returned as the victory pageant. So rain, hail or shine, as we're seeing today, the pageant carries on regardless.
And this is my favourite float of the whole pageant. I love Bruto. He is pink, he is fluffy, he is friendly, and he is a great spot to sit in his arms to watch the pageant go by. So big wave to those two lucky children this year.
Actually, for the last few years, we've been able to get our own plush toys from National Pharmacies of Bruto. This year, you can get your own plush toy of Izzy the Dinosaur.
Oh, fantastic. Also, my kids have Bruto pyjamas, which they just love. Hello to Hazel and Leela, who are sitting there in Bruto's arms this year. Bruto might need a bit of a blow dry after the rain on his fur today.
I wonder if he'll shrink in the rain.
He could probably afford to. He's huge. The beautiful voices of the Australian Girls Choir.
Yes, the umbrellas are out, but people are still with us, lining the streets in Adelaide after a long-awaited return.
And from a group of beautiful girls to a lady with an angelic voice, Rachel Learcar is here to perform Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, all thanks to Beaumont Tiles.
She's an official ambassador for the Royal Society for the Blind and is a great supporter of the pageant. It's a pleasure to have her with us to help celebrate the 90th year.
Rocking around
Christmas tree. Rachel Learcar. Thank you so much, Rachel. How exciting to see songs performed on the floats this year. Some of the magic was taken from Adelaide Oval to be here in our 90th year on the streets.
Very, very special, Brenton. And Beaumont Tiles are spreading the joy by giving away a huge $10,000 prize in Beaumont products. Just jump on tile.com.au to enter. Win a massive $10,000 for your renovation.
And the bands, 18 bands in total here in the pageant this year. Incredible. The City of Elizabeth Pipe Band, established in 1965.
It would not be the pageant without that beautiful sound of the bagpipes playing, would it, Brenton? Jingle bells, and here we have the Yellow Brick Road.
And a rainbow.
A celebration of great children's story made famous, of course, by Judy Garland and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That beautiful film. We've got Dorothy, Lion, Tin Man, Scarecrow, all the characters from the iconic movie.
And I think the rainbow's rather fitting given the rain we've just had. It seems to have eased off slightly. Certainly not bothering anyone on the floats. Many, of course, all staff from our sponsors, including National Pharmacies, who have committed to the pageant for the next 10 years, and we're so super excited about that. It's amazing.
This is the Slumberland garbage truck. This garbage truck's all the way from the new Slumberland film on Netflix, starring Jason Momoa as a 9-foot human hybrid called Flip, and Marlo Barkley as 11-year-old Nemo.
That's so cool. I think, okay, yep, that is what I want for Christmas. Yep, that's it. Father Christmas, take note.
I could see you driving down the streets of Adelaide in that car. You might need a bigger car park at Channel 9, though, for that one. That is from a new magical kids and family-friendly film. You can catch it on Netflix on November 18.
Yeah, that's pretty special, I have to say. Joined
Very
by a
cool
companion pig, which is a toy pig that comes to life in her dreams.
Speaking of dreams, here's Cinderella with the Prestige Dance Academy. Look at those beautiful white horses, that fairy tale carriage.
Must be close to midnight.
And Cinderella sitting inside in her beautiful gown.
Mermaid Christmas. Have a look at this. Under the sea.
No, she's not minding a little bit of rain at all today, Brenton. She's in her element. She's even sitting in some water as well, so very much at home. And she's invited all of her friends to a little Christmas party by the beach. And the beautiful dancers here, Dance Explosions, Port Augusta. Dance Explosions, their regional dance school in Port Augusta, with more than 180 students currently enrolled from the ages of 2 to 18.
I like those jellyfish umbrellas. They're very creative. Starfish, octopus.
Well, let's cross now to Hayley Pearson on King William Street, who's with one of my favourite floats.
Oh, Kate, it's my favourite too. Little Red Riding Hood thought ahead, didn't she, with her raincoat? We all should have been wearing that today. She is loving life, having no idea that her grandma has grown big, sharp teeth and big ears. Wait, where is her grandma? That's not... Wait, I found her grandma, guys. Look, there's the grandma. She's under the bed. Christmas is safe, guys. Grandma's there and the hunters at the back.
And we thank all our grandparents too. They're such a beautiful part of Christmas, no doubt about it. Another classic fairy tale we all grew up on, hey?
And lots of grandparents would have come down very early this morning to claim their spot behind the blue honour line. Hold the spot for the family.
Look at Toad driving the car. He's pretty happy there, isn't he, Toad? Look what Toad got for Christmas is the name of this float, inspired by the classic tale, Wind in the Willows. And Toad driving his brand new car, and rather erratically, I might add.
Some of those chalk drawings on the road, Brenton, have been washed away by that rain shower, but I'm sure they'll be back very shortly when some of the kids get up and draw some more.
Yeah, isn't that part of the tradition as well, where kids are allowed to draw their own decorations on the road? They're probably doing it at home too, taking home some of the chalk and doing it on their driveways.
It's been a real tradition over 90 years of the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant.
Look at the sheep jumping out the way of Toad. Out the way, Toad's coming. Here we welcome the Royal Australian Navy Band, South Australia, and the Jess Dance Academy.
Beautiful Jess Dance Academy in their green and gold. And here we have the Royal Christmas Ball. Top of the stairs is our pageant king and queen. In the centre, a prince and a princess, and to their sides we have the junior royals on the stairs. On the ballroom floor, we have amazing ballroom dancers showing off their moves as well. Our pageant queen this year is Danya and pageant king Kevin. Princesses Tegan and Hayley, Princes Steve and Michelle, and princesses and princes of junior royals are Prince Tex and Princess Sophie. Beautiful dresses designed by Christina Tridente from Couture Love Madness, this beautiful South Australian designer. She's done all of their gowns this year, which is just an incredible effort.
And of course, indeed, both the pageant queen and king will very soon welcome Father Christmas. They'll have those royal honours when Father Christmas arrives at the Adelaide Town Hall. Not far away, kicking off the festive season here in Adelaide. I love it. Yes, it's the day Father Christmas arrives in town. A very special occasion this year. His 90th pageant.
And a Christmas story favourite every year is the Nutcracker, a classic Brenton. Bringing it to life is the Australian Classical Youth Ballet. And this ballet is performed all around the world at Christmas time.
And isn't that just a beautiful Christmas postcard, hey? A Christmas card, rather. Have you written any Christmas cards yet?
No, I haven't.
I've got to get started on those. I'm still going on my Christmas wish list. That's why I haven't had a chance yet.
Beautiful Clara and the Nutcracker performing a short part of the ballet here on the beautiful float.
Merry Christmas to you.
That was a big pudding.
It sure was.
What are you wanting for Christmas, Brenton? You might be wanting a violin, the gift of music.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You know, that is a gift that keeps on giving. Especially when I was learning to play trumpet in year 8. That was a gift that kept on giving for Mum and Dad.
Kept on giving them a headache.
Yeah, they actually took that gift away from me, unfortunately. And
beautiful Nipper and Nimble. Right. It would not be a pageant without Nipper and Nimble.
Demi is riding Nipper this year. We hear that Mum Rebecca is very, very proud. And Blake is on top of Nimble.
And these horses have been with us since the start, since the very first pageant in 1933.
And in fact, of course, as you know, the Magic Cave, when we were kids, we got to ride on Nipper and Nimble, didn't we?
We did. It was a highlight of my Christmas. It wasn't Christmas unless I got to ride on Nipper and Nimble.
Now, this is particularly meaningful for you this year, Kate, because you got a new puppy.
I did. We welcomed Scout to our family this year, and no doubt she'll be really excited to enjoy her first Christmas.
And does Scout tear up a mess like Cracker the Christmas puppy here or not?
Yes, absolutely. She's into everything.
Yeah,
a little bit scared for my Christmas tree.
It's not yet Christmas Eve. That's still 42 sleeps away, but Cracker the Christmas puppy's already got stuck into the presents. Jolly and Jingles, good to see you guys. Welcome back to the streets of Adelaide.
Our pageant mascots. And of course, if you miss the pageant, you can catch up anytime on 9 Now.
Yes, these are our pageant ambassadors. They, across the year, spruik the wonderful efforts of our volunteers and staff behind the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. Jolly and Jingles, they're always so happy. And this is exciting. Christmas Jazz in the Park, of course, it has more than 50 years in the pageant, Kate.
And we'll cross to Lauren, who's with a float 50 years in the pageant. Lauren, it's a special one.
Hello, guys. It is a very special one. This is the Rotunda. This is based on the Rotunda down in Elder Park on the Torrens. And you know what, guys? The actual actual this came out from Glasgow in 1882. It's very old. We're having a ball. Hello, how are you? Are you having a nice time?
Yes, loving it. It's
I'm just
great.
using her hat. This is the best thing ever. Can I walk with you forever?
Yeah, sure.
You walk very fast.
We're loving it. It's a great day.
Back to you, Brett and Kate.
Oh, it's wonderful. And we've got the beautiful band there in the rotunda. We've got Keith Conlon's in that band, I think.
Yes, correct. And
Every
it's the
year.
best seat in the house under the rotunda. No rain in there. Oh, g'day, Keith.
There he is. How you going, Keith?
What a Christmas classic, hey? Riding in the rotunda. Beautiful jazz music. Love it. Hey, one of the other stops you want to do after the Christmas pageant too is National Pharmacies. They opened their first dispensary in Adelaide in 1911. They've expanded to 51 pharmacies across South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, and 20 optical stores here. And they're proud to partner with the event for the next decade, which will see it through, how's this, to the centenary, the 100 years of the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. And of course, if you swing by there, a lot of the merchandise around the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant can be yours, like the Christmas tree decorations, Izzy the Dinosaur, the plush toys, you mentioned pyjamas, all those things. So you can take the pageant home with you, some of the pageant memories from today.
Which is so fantastic. They make fantastic presents, so make sure you visit National Pharmacies to pick some of those up. And another beautiful set of dancers here in all of their colour and glory. We have the Bollywood Wedding Fusion Beats Dance Troupe.
You know, across the pageant, 3,000 dancers, singers, clowns and performances. In performances. Including Bollywood. 160 moving theatrical sets, and one of the oldest here, Nellie the Elephant.
Nellie the Elephant, she's still going strong. She's been in well over 60 pageants and still can make her way through the pageant route, more than 3 kilometres through the streets of Adelaide. Not even the rain and the thunder are slowing her down.
No. In fact, there would be grandparents joining us right now, hello to you, who remember when Nellie was first introduced into the pageant, and they were kids. What a joy to see an elephant on the streets of Adelaide, through the heart of the city.
And this is the Raiders Drum Corp with MJB dancers. They began in 1993 here in Adelaide. They're now celebrating their 30th anniversary. Providing the beats. Those drums drowning out even some rumbles of thunder we've just heard come through.
They sound so cool. Now, of course, next year, not only is the pageant returning, the Tour Down Under, the Pro Tour is returning. A big cycling race here in South Australia. We are so super excited to have that back here in January. And I reckon Pogo's looking pretty excited too.
He's already started practicing.
He really should be wearing his helmet, but I don't know how that would fit.
No, he'd need a specially designed one, I think, to fit over all of that hair. But Pogo's just one of 260 clowns in the pageant today. And they all have to attend clown school as well. So Pogo's head of tiny bike cycling classes in clown school.
Squeeze that big bright red nose of his.
Now, he's actually had to miss the last couple of years when it was at Adelaide Oval because they couldn't fit his giant legs and self through the doors of Adelaide Oval. But he's really happy to be back here on the streets of Adelaide.
And it looks like the circus has come to town. The SA Circus Centre, home of Cirkids, who we have here performing for us here on the streets.
Streets are a little bit slippery, so they're having to keep their balance extra carefully on those unicycles.
So strong.
Oh, yep, so strong, so strong. That's quite an impressive beard that lady has.
Yeah, circuits around the float. They're the premier training ground for kids who enjoy acrobatics and circus tricks. So if this appeals to you, you've got to get in touch with Circuits. They champion, teach and make new circus experience for all ages in the metro area and across regional South Australia. Things I always wanted to do, but never could. And I was unfortunately never cool enough to be one of the Christmas rappers. This is our Christmas rapping with the clinic and our Impact Entertainment.
MC Shep back this year with all the skaters, the break dancers from the clinic. They've been supporting the pageant for many, many years now, bringing their rage cage. A little bit slippery to go skateboarding right at the minute.
New paint job too, love it.
Looks really cool. This float is thanks to the Sunday Mail. They're for South Australia and all things Christmas. They've got some incredible pictures of the pageant today, I know already, and they'll be in tomorrow's paper.
Kids, come on, everyone join our party. Everyone clapping their hands for music. That's it.
We are moments away from Father Christmas arriving here at the Adelaide Town Hall. Only the second time in the pageant's history. Of course, we know the long-standing connection back to John Martin's, the first pageant in 1933. But I think the Adelaide Town Hall, certainly in our experience, has been the most fitting home for Father Christmas.
Absolutely.
Soon to join the royal family, the Premier of South Australia and Her Excellency, the Governor of South Australia, will be welcoming Father Christmas to the city of Adelaide. And no less with a trolley full of lollies. It wouldn't be Christmas without lollies, would it, Kate?
It wouldn't, and I bet there's a lot of kids consuming a lot of lollies today along the pageant route. I know my kids were pretty excited to be having a few treats today.
Look at the size of them.
Look at that caramel, yum. I wonder how long it'll take me to get through that.
That would take me 90 years to eat all those lollies, and I'm willing to give it a try.
Yum.
Look at the size of those lollipops.
And I just love the Christmas lollies. You know the ones that you get, the mixed lollies that only come out at Christmas? That, you know, are in all the Christmas shapes. Oh, they're the best.
I try and avoid them because...
I could eat a whole packet.
After a massive, big Christmas long lunch.
There's always room for lollies.
Well, of course, again, we're so thrilled that this pageant is an open invitation to the people of South Australia. And if you are joining us from interstate or even overseas for that matter, we're thrilled to give you something that is really special to the hearts of South Australians that's been around for generations, 90 years now. Generations have lined the streets, as we're seeing here, to see and experience the spectacle and sound and colour heralding the start of Christmas.
And we're celebrating 90 years of the pageant. Seymour College and their wonderful pipe band are celebrating their 100th year this year. And it's so wonderful to have them back in the pageant, back on the streets of Adelaide.
I'm loving it. We're hearing We Are Australian. We had You're the Voice, John Farnham, earlier from the Seymour College Pipe Band. Leading, of course, the Christmas shop. And, of course, all the shops now, they are out with their Christmas decorations. And we thank the City of Adelaide as our hosts who are presenting the Christmas shop, including representatives there from Catherine House, Kate.
Now, this festive season, you can discover a range of city events, markets and live performances and have a cracker of a Christmas right here in the city. You can download the City of Adelaide's free Christmas Cracker Trail app to find hidden surprises across the city. And then you can go into the draw to win a city staycation valued at $1,500, Brenton. So just download the app now by searching for Adelaide Christmas Trail in your app store.
And g'day to you if you're putting your Christmas tree up and putting up your own decorations. I know many people would be doing that. And maybe even get a little snowman out the front. You know, part of it is decorating not only our Christmas trees, but our backyards, our front yards with Christmas lights and blow-up decorations for us to go on the trail around Adelaide and suburbs and across the state.
Here we have an award-winning all-male a cappella vocal group. Isn't that a beautiful sound?
Yes, the Festival Statesman Chorus.
Just a few years ago, they took out first place in the National Barbershop Convention. Let's take a listen.
Your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh
And here we have another genuine London bus shipped to Adelaide in the 1970s, especially for the Christmas pageant. And these beautiful images on the side of the bus were painted by Gary Lee Gaston. You can see some pageant characters in there if you look very, very closely. Lots of smiling faces on the bus as well.
Oh, the sound and spectacle of the pageant. I said it at the start, it just gives me tingles down my spine hearing all the beautiful sounds we're hearing. The gingerbread house cake, this is another one of the Christmas decorations you get from National Pharmacies. And I'm sure there are people right now making their own gingerbread house to send to us in the newsroom.
That would be
great. I'm joking, but I tell you what.
Next minute we've just got a newsroom full of gingerbread houses.
I was joking, but I have to say, those marshmallows, they are to die for. I would love one of those. And the gingerbread men too.
And it hasn't gone soggy in the rain yet, which is fantastic.
And all the Christmas baking, I mean, let's face it, that's part of a Christmas tradition as well, isn't it? Spending time with our grandparents, making Christmas cookies in gingerbread houses like these. Although the one that I remember making as a kid didn't quite look like that.
No, I think mine was a little bit lopsided the last time I tried. Some of the icing melted.
In fact, I think I ate the roof before I put it on, so that was a problem.
Our
Thanks for
wonderful
sticking
crowd
with us
today,
here. Yeah.
yes. Under their umbrellas with their ponchos on, but still smiling and waving. Clowns still having a bit of fun down there. Hello.
You know what they're waiting for, Kate? They're waiting for that glimpse, that special wave from the big fella himself, Father Christmas, who is literally around the corner. The spirit of Christmas well and truly alive here in South Australia and across the country too. This event allows us to pause and take stock of the things that we're grateful for. Community, hey?
Speaking of community, a wonderful community just not too far from Adelaide is Neriopa, and their town band has joined us today with the Cheryl Bradley Dance Studio. This is the Neriopa Town Band's 4th consecutive year in the concert.
And they'll have a busy schedule after this pageant because, as I mentioned earlier, from here, this heralds the start of all the local Christmas parades, fairs and fetes that our local bands get involved with. 18 bands in this year's pageant. We're so grateful to have them with us. The pageant is for everyone of all ages and nationalities, rather. It really is a wonderful way of celebrating community. The most anticipated family event of the year. And these families lining the streets since early this morning. This is a new mini float cake.
It is pageant chalk, and of course we know chalk drawings on the road is just such an integral part of the Christmas pageant. This is the winner of this year's mini float competition. Congratulations to Charlotte Exelby from Adelaide Botanic High School. And her design captures what this year's pageant's all about. Getting back to the streets of Adelaide after 2 years of our arena spectacular at Adelaide Oval due to COVID. And we did moments ago have so many chalk drawings covering the streets of Adelaide, covering the pageant route. They've sadly been washed away now, but everyone did a great job carrying on that tradition this morning.
You know, in years gone by, we've had heat waves for our pageant, but not this year. And I think these penguins are really enjoying the cool, wet weather. They are slip sliding down around. In fact, we've got some of there's some beautiful new penguins at the Adelaide Zoo. So very, very soon they're going to make their first appearance to the public, and they're so cute and fluffy. We want to thank our sponsors Nova and 5AA. Of course, Nova 919, the home of Ben and Liam and Bill and Jody and Hazy for breakfast in 2023. Very exciting there. So tune into Nova and turn up the feel good. We're thrilled to have them sponsor the 2022 National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant here.
And Hayley is back with us now, and she's with one of the most incredible floats of the pageant. Hayley.
Guys, I don't know if we're looking into our future for Christmas Day weather. I've got to check with Jessica Braithwaite, but it could be -11 and snowing. Who knows? This is the biggest snow dome I've ever seen in my life. I think it's the biggest in the world. It's celebrating its 9th year in the pageant this year. This is what the pageant is all about. It is pure magic and absolutely beautiful. Listen to the music.
Yeah, snow globes. How cool are they? and the beautiful music that goes with them, as Hayley mentioned. Hayley and Lauren, they are fantastic to have with us here on the streets. They are really getting amongst it all. And they too, very soon, will get to have their first glimpse of Father Christmas.
What have we got here, Brenton? A giant Christmas cracker.
Yeah, Father Christmas rules. It's Easter Bunny, it's a sad man, it's the Tooth Fairy, all positioned around a giant Christmas cracker. And I tell you what, can you imagine the size of the bonbon jokes in there? That would keep you laughing. Or I don't know if it would actually.
They're always terrible.
But they're so good. They're so poor, but you've got to have them. And I just love those special hats that you get inside the Christmas crackers. They always tear on my head.
I always wear them, even though they're terrible.
Hey, speaking of Christmas cracker, hey, did you hear that? That
was a bit of thunder
that we have had here over the city. Isn't that amazing? That is the biggest Christmas cracker sound I've ever heard. See, that's the secret. You've got to pull the tab, right? So many people, they just hold on to the outside. You've got to hold on to the tab in order for that cracker to work.
The list keeper, are you on the naughty or nice list, Brenton? You're always on the nice list, aren't you?
I don't know. I think it could be on the naughty list, just quietly. Yeah, the official pipe band for the city of Onkaparinga. They offer free drums and uniforms, and their aim is to teach people to play the drums and bagpipes. That is a really cool offer. And marching the 3.3 kilometre route all the way from South Terrace. What an effort for all our dancers and performers. More than 3,000 of them. And here we are at, well, the finishing line, really, outside the Adelaide Town Hall. They haven't skipped a beat. And this, in our 19th year of broadcasting the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant, we are so thrilled to be able to bring it to you. Lauren has found the happiest elf in the pageant. Lauren, who have you got there?
Hi guys, this really is the happiest elf in the pageant. He is a brand new float this year. And you know what? They needed to name him. So they went out, they asked, what should we name this happy elf? Over 670 people came back with names and they landed on the judges. Harry! This is Harry the happy elf. He's magical, he's colourful, he's bright. It's everything we've seen on the streets today. This is Christmas, Brenton and Kate. What a day. The crowd is buzzing.
Yeah, look at that giant smile. I think that rivals Toby the Toy Truck. Thank you so much, Lauren. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you for having us, guys. Merry Christmas.
Oh, we're so thrilled you're here with us. It's great to have your company. I tell you what, this is going to make a beautiful segment for Hello SA, because this is Hello South Australia. And guess who's going to say the biggest hello to South Australia? Father Christmas. He is literally down the road.
There's our Yuletide skaters skating along a very slippery road here. Skate SA is the peak body for all skate sports in South Australia. And most of these skaters today had represented South Australia at national competitions.
Takes me back to my childhood, roller skating. I used to be able to roller skate backwards until I hit the wall.
Roller skating was big when we were kids, wasn't it? I had the rainbow skates. They were very cool.
Did you keep your roller skates or not?
I haven't kept them, no. I have kept up my love of baking, though. This is the Pageant Bakery with accent of dance.
One of those Christmas puddings would go down very nicely right now.
I love to bake my Christmas cookies and give them as gifts. So I'll be doing that very, very soon.
Have a look at the size of that stocking. That is huge. I don't know whether that will fit above our fireplace, but I'm going to make a try. This is Christmas stocking and 12 living dolls. An 8-metre limousine to carry this Father Christmas stocking, and you can see how chockers it is with toys.
And that is a very big limousine that they are driving. Did you know, Brenton, every year pageant drivers have to go to a special training day to prepare for their role to drive all of these beautiful floats in the pageant. And special licenses are actually issued to the drivers who drive in the pageant.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It takes quite an effort. Whoa. Fergus, the fire engine, hello. All the way from the North Pole, blowing out the bubbles and keeping us nice and safe here in Adelaide with all our firefighters. Hats off to all our firefighters.
And
what should I say? Helmets off, really.
And it wouldn't be a pageant without you making that fire truck noise, Brenton, so thank you for that. Never apologise.
My son said, please, Dad, please, you have to do the siren in the pageant. I said, yes, okay, if that's what you want. Number 32, no less, 3,000 litres of water. It's a two-wheel drive, so that's why it's a 3-2, you see.
There you go.
Bright red and blue flashing lights. Of course, the MFS headquarters here in the city open. That's also a pageant tradition for the families to go and check out the firefighting headquarters here in the city.
More of our fabulous dancers dancing their way along the streets. Rain, hail or shine. Kicking their legs, throwing their arms, twirling for 3.3 kilometres.
And the Tea Tree Gully Redbacks with the Heathfield Renegades, Drumline and Rocket Performing Arts. Sure is a cause for celebration. The day that Father Christmas arrives in town. You know, Kate, the older I get, the younger this pageant makes me feel. It always takes us back, doesn't it, to our own childhood?
It does. It just feels like yesterday that I had my hat on, you know, sitting behind the blue honour line. I remember I was on North Terrace the first time I came as a child.
But what a joy and what an honour to share this iconic event with now our own kids and
Absolutely.
all the other kids, the new generations of South Australians joining us here today. Yeah, no matter what corner of the continent, maybe you're in the beautiful ski field somewhere else in the world right now, we're thrilled you can join us today.
And there's all sorts of animals on this snowy float.
Yeah. Well, normally, as you know, it's quite warm here for a summer Christmas. These are all Australian animals.
And today, the snowy scape doesn't look so out of place with the weather that we've got this year.
So it is actually proving to be a white Christmas wonderland, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, Christmas in the snow. We had a lot of it this year too, didn't we?
A huge ski season.
Platypus and flying fox and possums and wombats.
And a huge shout out to all of our friends right across the world who are spending Christmas in the snow, with a huge invite to come and say hello to us here in Adelaide in South Australia for Christmas next year, when hopefully it'll be hot and sunny.
And the winter wonderland. Riding on a sleigh over the bridge. Isn't that a perfect picture of Christmas?
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I know, I can smell them here. I'm hungry.
All those snowflakes.
And our pageant Christmas tree, hello to you if you're joining us from home, putting up your Christmas tree today. I hope you're having lots of fun. And I wonder if your Christmas tree looks a little bit like this, with all the beautiful decorations and candy canes.
And of course a star on top.
Yes, the rightful place, the Christmas star at the top of the tree, or maybe an angel. Merry Christmas to you.
And a huge shout out to Peter Golding from the pageant team who designed the beautiful Christmas tree and decorated it. Both Peter Golding and head of makeup Phil Grummett passed away recently, and they will be very sorely missed by the entire Christmas pageant family.
They are here with us in spirit. We know that they poured their life into the pageant.
And the home of the pageant, of course, is Stardust Castle. Such a magical place, the home of Christmas pageant magic here in South Australia.
Yeah, isn't that magical?
And we know when we see Stardust Castle, Brenton, we know that Father Christmas is not too far behind.
Here he is, Father Christmas has arrived in Adelaide, South Australia, to the crack of a thunderbolt there, but also to the applause of the kids, the mums and dads, the grandparents who have waited so long to see Father Christmas here in 2022 arrive at the Adelaide Town Hall.
And he is here for our 90th celebration of the Christmas pageant. Such a special milestone for South Australia, and it would not be Christmas in South Australia without a visit from Father Christmas.
Merry Christmas! He's here with all his reindeer in perfect conditions, really, when you look at how cold and wet it's been. I think with what Father Christmas is wearing, he is warming the hearts of everyone here, giving us big Christmas waves, blowing out kisses. I think he saw you, Kate.
I think he did. And he's here with all of his beautiful reindeer as well. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donna and Blitzen, and of course Rudolph. He's now going to step down from his sleigh in just a moment and meet the pageant queen and the king, who will introduce him to Her Excellency, the Honourable Francis Adamson, and also South Australian Premier Mr. Peter Matlanauskas. And they will enjoy a short carols performance by Peter Coombe, Rachel Learcar and James Morrison on the landing stage presented by Beaumont Tiles before escorting Father Christmas up to the Town Hall balcony, where he's going to give us a very special message, our Christmas message to South Australia.
And I can't wait to hear that. It is so wonderful. What an honour to have him arrive here in South Australia. To the boys and girls waiting to see him. Hi, Father Christmas. Welcome to Adelaide, South Australia.
There is the King and Queen.
King and Queen to greet him. And boys and girls, if you're at home, give him a wave. He knows you're there.
Welcome to Adelaide.
The timing is perfect. Christmas has arrived here.
After you.
Stepping up to the red carpet on the beautiful landing stage at the Adelaide Town Hall. We can see the choir on the balcony of the Town Hall welcoming Father Christmas to Adelaide, and the beautiful Adelaide Youth Ballet there lining his path. The beautiful Jessica Braithwaite there waiting to greet Father Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the most wonderful Christmas pageant. Nothing could dampen our spirits today. Isn't that magical? Welcome, Adelaide. It's so wonderful to have you here on the streets with us, the most magical pageant in the world, and nothing can dampen our spirits for today, that is for sure. Father Christmas, welcome to Adelaide. It is absolutely incredible to have you here with us all the way from the North Pole. And we're really excited because we have an incredible show to put on for you today. Thanks to our friends at Beaumont Tiles. Oh, Santa, we have got a show for you. And after that, Father Christmas will be making his way up to the top of the town hall here to deliver his special Christmas message for South Australia. I can't wait. But first, I hope you're excited because I want everybody to give a big welcome to hear her perform a song from her album, Together for Christmas. It's Rachel Learcar. Rachel Learcar, thank you. And I tell you what, everyone, I am so excited about our next performer. I am so happy to introduce to you the man, the music, the legend, the guy who invented the belly flop on a pizza. It's Peter Coombe.
Wish you a Merry Christmas time. I remember when I was just a
Thank you, Peter Coombe. This has made my day seeing you almost as much as seeing you, Father Christmas. And we are so excited now because you would have seen them at the start of the pageant. James, Morrison and the 90th anniversary pageant band, but that wasn't enough. We want more. So let's welcome them back to the stage here now. James Morrison and the 90th anniversary pageant band. Suit. Absolutely fantastic. What a performance now, Father Christmas. If you could please make your way up to the top of the balcony for your special Christmas message from the Town Hall. Thank you so much to James Morrison and the incredible performance from the 90th anniversary band. What a celebration. And for everybody here, don't move a muscle because in just a few moments we are going to hear that very special Christmas magic. And if you're in TV land watching at home, don't move a muscle either. But for now, Kate and Brenton, it's over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. What an amazing, magical moment it was. And particularly, Kate, I think the highlight too, looking back, seeing James Morrison lead the floats with that special 90th anniversary. The 90 band members, absolutely
so special
amazing.
to have him here. It really was special, Brenton. A huge thank you also to Rachel Leakar, Peter Koeman, as you said, James Morrison, for those incredible performances.
And an extra special thank you to Beaumont Tiles for making it all happen. Now, don't forget, you can enter their competition. All the details are online at tile.com.au.
And how exciting as well, Brenton, that National Pharmacies has committed to sponsor the pageant for another 10 years. Can you believe it? And I cannot wait to be involved in the pageant for its 100th year.
I don't know if you've seen these, but Izzy the Dinosaur, check these out. These are our beautiful plush toys. In the past, we've had Bruto. This year, we have Izzy the Dinosaur. We've got really cool Christmas float decoration. Look at that, that's the Gingerbread House.
You can decorate your tree with these. Beautiful, wonderful part of their Christmas range this year, so make sure you check those out.
That's right.
Of course, Father Christmas will be with us very shortly with his special Christmas message. And you can see all the boys and girls are so excited. They've braved the weather, Brenton. The crowds have been amazing today, and just, yeah, really special that they've stuck with us through the weather today.
They've all come out after 2 years of not having the pageant on the streets. As we know, there was limited capacity. It was an amazing atmosphere at Adelaide Oval. That was really special. But I think the return here on the streets of Adelaide, again, where it all started at the height of the Great Depression in 1933, it's where it belongs, and it's just such an honour to be part of.
It is. We absolutely love hosting the pageant each year. This is Nine's 19th year hosting the pageant, and we do love your company each and every year.
And as you've seen today, on camera, but also behind the scenes, it's a huge undertaking by so many people, from all the sponsors and the incredible number of volunteers, literally thousands of volunteers, that bring us all together for you at home and for the people here of South Australia. It's amazing.
It's really what community is all about, and it is such a special community event. You can watch the pageant anytime though on 9 now, and it is really exciting to have people join us from all over Australia.
And you know, Kate, there aren't many events in the world that have been running for 90 years. Think of all the generations of people as kids who have seen the pageants over the years. So a big pat on the back from SA.
Okay, everyone, Father Christmas has made it to the Town Hall balcony. Thank you for joining us once again. You can catch us on 9 News Nightly at 6. And to finish the show, please welcome back Father Christmas.
Hello, everybody. He's here. We have made it to the top of the Town Hall. You guys here with us on the streets. You're so spirited. You don't mind the rain. Let's hear it. A big 3 cheers for Father Christmas. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. We're so happy to see you here, Father Christmas, and we're dying to hear. Tell us, what is your Christmas message for South Australia?
It's wonderful to be back in Adelaide and see those beautiful smiling faces despite the rain. They were just beautiful. I wish you peace and love for Christmas and every day of the year. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
For the bells ringing all around on Christmas Eve, sharing the spirit with the family. There's so much magic in the air, it reminds me everybody still cares. Whoa, I still get excited for Christmas. I still get excited for. Whoa, I still get excited for. Ooh yeah, I'm still excited for. I'm still excited for Christmas.
This special television event was brought to you by 9 Adelaide, home of the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant.